Hi everyone, I'm recording this video for friends, family, colleagues, whoever may be watching. And the video is regarding the current divorce rate amongst newly married couples. It's something of a trend now whereby many young couples unfortunately are facing problems in their marriage, and that marriage is ending in divorce in the first year. Now this is something that's very sad and something that many of us maybe know people from our friends or the wider society that are experiencing these problems. And I wanted to give my opinions on this. It's something that I've been researching for a while. What we're talking about here is the science behind why men and women think differently. Okay, so this is research that I've undertaken. So this isn't something that is common knowledge or out there, if you like. So why am I doing this video? So the reason I'm doing this video is to try and help people maybe that are facing these issues in their marriage. And I see this very commonly in couples who have only recently been married. Okay, so what I mean is they're either in the first year of marriage or maybe they're in the second or third year of marriage, and they're having these real problems with regards to how to sort out their problems, how to resolve their marital issues. And the underlying issue here is, from what I've researched and from what I've understood, is that men and women are wired differently, and we have to understand this and we have to accept this. If we don't accept this as a premise, then what will happen is you'll go through your marriage or you're through your relationship still not knowing why you're experiencing these problems. So women, we've already discussed, they get it together from a very early age. In fact, from as young as 15, 16, and then into their adulthood, they know where they're heading in life. Most men don't. It's not all men, but most men don't. If you ask a man that's in his mid-20s or early 30s as to what he wants out of life, the chances are they won't be able to give you a straightforward answer. Whereas if you ask a young woman what she wants in her life and where her life's heading, the chances are she'll give you a definite answer. And this is where the main issues arise from. Okay, so when couples meet, the man generally hasn't still got it together, meaning he still is working out where he wants to be heading in life, where the woman has a clear direction. And so when they meet, it's usually that the man's working towards her plan because she knows where she's going. And this is why in marriage, when the man starts finding that the woman is the one that's dictating the terms of reference or leading the way, he becomes frustrated, he becomes upset, he becomes angry, hence the arguments. And usually a good woman would sit down with her partner, sit down with her husband, and try to talk these things through so that both couples are moving in the same direction. So couples have to be moving in the same direction. If they're not moving in the same direction and they're moving in different directions, this is where the problems begin. So I'm not here to counsel anyone's marriage. I'm just giving you the scientific facts so that you can then take away those things and then think about as to why you think that you're having problems in your marriage. Okay? So the first thing is to figure out and to understand that men and women are wired differently. The second thing is to acknowledge that most women in their young adult life will know where they're heading, where most men probably won't. And so you need to figure out your life's direction. Where are you heading in life? And when you meet a suitable partner, have you sat down and discussed those things together? If you haven't, then what usually happens is you fall into either partner's plans. And usually it's the man falling into the woman's plan. And that's why later on in that marriage, a year down the line, 2 years down the line, problems arise. And so a good woman will understand her husband's needs, will acknowledge that maybe her husband hasn't got it together as of yet. And so we'll sit down and discuss these things. And a good man, will also understand that his wife's plans may be according to the way she wants her life to be, and he needs to also understand and try to accommodate those things. So it's about having a balance, figuring out what you both want out of life, and then moving in that direction. And then there's expectations. So young people go into marriage maybe having false expectations, thinking that marriage is going to be a fairy tale. It's like the movies, the fairy tale ending, and that's never the case. Marriage takes work. It takes a lot of hard work and effort, and when children come along, even harder work. And so it's taking responsibility. So a lot of men fail in their responsibility as husbands and as fathers. They don't take onus, they don't take responsibility, and the woman has to then fill that vacuum. And because she's filling that vacuum, she feels that she will have to take the lead. So in conclusion, how do you save your marriage from these issues, and how do you work towards a successful partnership with your husband or your wife? The aim is to try to find a solution to your problems by discussing and talking to each other about these things, but also figuring out each other's life's plan. Once you know your life's plan, sit down, discuss it, and work together, but move in the same direction. Most problems arise from when partners are moving in different directions, and the expectations are also false. Their expectations are false, and therefore they fall into this trap of argumentation with each other. And so the way to move forward is to find out each other's life's plans, what you intend to do in terms of your life's goals, and then work together.